Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the Chain Fella question and answer two part part two. I guess, yeah. I'm sure a lot of you were not expecting this second one so fast after the last one, considering it took me like 3 weeks to get the last one done. But I'm committed getting these out at least once a week, hopefully. Because the last one actually did a lot better than I was expecting. You know, I know a lot of you are here to watch the Rocksmith playthroughs and the stuff like that. So I was actually very, very surprised to see how many views and watch time that the last Q&A video got. So yeah, thank you for that. Channel's been doing really good. You know, a lot of people have been watching. I've been experimenting with the YouTube Shorts, and those have been very well received. We're getting a lot of new subs and, viewers on those as well, so that is super cool. Liking that. If you have any ideas for shorts that you would like me to do, put them in the comments and I'll do my best. So like the last video as well, if you have any questions for the next Q&A video, make sure to dump them in the comments here, and Chaotic will pick 10 questions and we'll hit them up on the next one. Hey, if you're watching my videos, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. I never thought I'd be a person, who would say stuff like that. But it is true. Everybody, please sub to my channel. If you look at this graphic here, movie magic, boom. 65% of you watching my videos are not actually subbed to the channel, and you could fix that very easily just by clicking that button. It would help me out. We're getting close to 40k. Be super sick if we did that, in the next, by the end of the month. That'd be really awesome. All right, question 1 from Hetfield Wannabe. Dream band lineup: vocals, rhythm guitar, lead guitar, bassist, drummer. Oh boy. I mean, I feel like you could go about this many ways, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of band are we talking, Like, original heavy metal, kinda, thrash metal. Let's get Bruce Dickinson on vocals. Let's get James Hetfield on rhythm guitar. Let's get Yngwie Malmsteen on lead guitar. Let's get Les Claypool on the bass. And let's get 6'6" Samus on the drums. There you go. I'm just trying to think of a wild band. That's the most wild band I could think of right there. Yeah, let's do it. I want to see that. Let's get an album going. All right, let's do it. All right. Question 2. Is there any band that you used to dislike, avoid listening to, that you revisited later and ended up loving? Yes. Immediately to my mind. Parkway Drive. You guys like Parkway Drive? I sure hope you do. They're pretty good. So I actually had the chance to see Parkway Drive live on Vans Warped Tour. I forget what year it was. I think it was like 2008 or a bit later than that, 2010. Somewhere in the 2000 laters, 2010 earlies. I was at Warped Tour, and a bunch of my friends went to go see, they were going to go see Parkway Drive, and they were like, yo, James, you going to come check out Parkway Drive? And, me being like, listen, back then I wasn't, such an open-minded metalhead kind of guy, right? And I'm like, what? Parkway Drive? That band name sounds like they're gonna suck. Meh. So, I went to go get Subway. Fast forward to, now, they're one of my favorite bands, and it's actually, one of my biggest concert-going regrets, I went to some Subway. By the way, that Subway that I ended up going to, literally the worst. They didn't have the shredded cheese that I usually like, so it was just like, what the hell is this? Anyways, bad Subway over Parkway Drive. Don't make the same mistake that I did, okay? Question 3. While Rocksmith has some teaching tools, what songs would you recommend for beginners on the game, whether it is techniques or general Rocksmith acclamation? Okay, listen. I'm going to say something that a lot of you probably don't like. If you are learning guitar, don't bother with custom DLC, okay? If you are brand new to the instrument, you are using Rocksmith to learn guitar, I want you to stay away from custom DLC and stick to the official stuff. You can buy the DLC packs and all the songs in the base game. Use those to get used to the game. The reason why I say that is because the dynamic difficulty settings, you know how if you're a beginner, the songs level up with you as you hit the notes? The dynamic difficulty that they do on the official stuff is actually smart. They emphasize root notes. They'll emphasize notes that you are likely to hear in the riff more so than others. Whereas the custom DLC stuff, a lot of it, the dynamic difficulty is just random. It's like random notes added to the riff. So if you're learning and trying to level yourself up, custom DLC, in my opinion, is not where you should be looking. Breaking the Law Judas Priest is probably like the most obvious one that comes to my mind. Maybe like Green Day, some of the pop punk stuff, you know, like getting your chords strumming down. Knights of Sidonia, probably another good one. You know, that song isn't that complicated. So songs like that, and like I said, stay away from customs because, you know, customs are not built to get you to level up. Customs are just, you know, the way I play them. Like, you go max difficulty, it's the full song, and, like, let's go. What are some of your favorite album artworks? Can be from any genre. Really enjoy your videos and streams, dude. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. I don't know what it is, but whenever I think of album artwork, there's two that come to my mind, and I don't know why. The first one is the band Pestilence. They have one album. I'm sure Chaotic could put it here. It's just a guy's face covered in ants. I don't know why. Actually, my dad's a big metalhead, right? And he used to have a bunch of vinyls. I just remember like flipping through his vinyls and seeing that one. And I was like young, and I remember like being kind of like freaked out about it. So that's like one album that comes to my mind. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's like the most memorable. The second one is Anthrax. I think it's Fistful of Metal. The guy getting like punched in the mouth and his like face is exploding. I don't know. That one just like, it just sticks out to me. But in terms of like favorite album artwork, it's really hard to pick. I feel like a lot of the newer like kind of deathcore and like power metal bands, you know, like it kind of reminds me of Magic the Gathering cards. Like, if you ever played Magic the Gathering, like all the artwork is amazing, like on every card. I feel like a lot of the new metal bands, like, you know, they're tapping into some really incredible artists, and the album artwork has just been incredible lately, you know. So that's it's hard to pick. You know, you're probably going to see a lot of the questions that I get like this, like, what's your favorite? It's so hard to pick. But I hope my elaboration is, you know, enjoyable. Hey, Venom Hammer, what's up, buddy? What were the games you played growing up that you have the fondest memories of? A lot of Blizzard games. Diablo 2. I don't know if you guys saw, I have a Zod rune. Diablo 2, highest level rune. By the way, Diablo 2 remaster. I'm excited. Yeah, a lot of Diablo 2, a lot of StarCraft, a lot of Warcraft 3. You know, the original Dota custom map on Warcraft. I played a lot of that. Maybe into my like later teens, lots of Halo, Halo 2, the first Halo Combat Evolved, playing on System Link, 4v4 split screen, over System Link with people. Me and my buddies, we would every weekend, one of us would like carry our television to the other person. And this is before flat screens, guys. Listen, this is before flat screens. You know, be like me and my two friends carrying a big tube television down the street because we're bringing it to our friend's house so we can like system link our Xboxes together and play 4v4, capture the flag on Blood Gulch, you know. So fond memories of that. A lot of Halo, and then later, you know, a lot of Call of Duty. I've just been a very avid gamer my whole life, so like also a lot of RPGs, you know, the Final Fantasy series, Legend of Dragoon, Legend of Legaia, one of the most underrated PlayStation 1 RPGs. A lot of the Resident Evil games, I played every single one. Metal Gear, solid series. Basically, you know, I've played all the big games. I've played a lot of the more obscure games as well. I'm just a huge gamer, and I think you guys probably know that. And if you don't, well, there you go. I am. My Noah, thanks for answering my question. Great video. If you could get a lesson from any guitar player, alive or dead, who would it be? Lately, I've been just kind of weird because I've been like talking to him a little bit. He also has a YouTube channel, Dean Lamb of Archspire. You know, the way he plays guitar with his like hybrid picking technique, it's just, I don't know, it's amazing to me. And it's funny that I say this because this is totally a thing. Like, he does do lessons. I could totally be like, hey, Dean, like, sign me up for a lesson. You know, I'll pay you to teach me this friggin' hybrid picking thing. Actually interesting that I think about that. Maybe I'll send him a message. But yeah, Dean Lamb from Archspire. I think I have purchased some of his lesson packs as well. And he's like, I don't know, his videos are just really chill. He explains things very well. This is not Lavia. I don't know if I need to say this, but I'm not, you know, he's not paying me to say anything like this. But yeah, I don't know. He's got some cool stuff going on. And that reminds me that I do have some of his lesson packs, and I should probably keep watching them because I'm sure they'll make me better. Question number 7. Any tips for someone who feels like they hit a plateau hardtail and becoming better? I feel like I'm in the intermediate range and I just can't seem to get better. You know, I kind of feel like I have hit this moment in my life quite often when it comes to playing guitar. Yeah, I think if you feel like you're plateaued, try and learn stuff that you wouldn't usually do. I think, honestly, like, try and learn a song of a style that you wouldn't particularly do. You know what I mean? Try and break out of that comfort zone. Also, listen, if you go on YouTube and you search up like guitar, metal, lesson, whatever, like you're going to be bombarded with so much stuff. Like, just watch some of them, see what these people do, expanding your brain when it comes to the instrument. Yeah, I think basically just look in a place for tips and advice that you wouldn't normally do. Unfortunately, I'm not the person, because listen, I'm not, I really don't see myself qualified as being a guitar teacher. When I was learning, I think around the time I was like 17 to 18, I thought I was never going to get better at guitar, and I just like stopped practicing for like 10 years. You know, it was just like around that point, it was like, all right, pick up the guitar once every 6 weeks, like do a riff. Ah, cool, nice, you know, put it down. And it wasn't until just like now, Rocksmith streaming, you know, being able to practice on my own, being a full-time streamer, getting more time to actually like play with the instrument. Now that I feel like I'm kind of getting over that hump sort of thing. Yeah, so just give it time, you know. Guitar is really easy to get frustrated with, to feel like you're not getting better, but I'm pretty sure that you always are getting better. Maybe it's just not so immediate anymore, you know? There's not that instant gratification of like, oh, I nailed this riff. Yeah, let's go on to the next one, you know? Kind of like there's diminishing returns, math terms. I'm not going to do the right ones, but, you know, your graph of getting better is not always going to be like that, you know? It's going to be like, yeah, you know, like that. I hope that makes sense. Question 8. Hey, Zagato, what's up, buddy? What was the first live gig you went to? First live show I ever went to? In Flames, Soilwork, Chimera, and Unearth. I was 14 years old. My dad brought me, along with one of my friends at the time. And, yeah, my dad was big into In Flames and Soilwork. I was big into In Flames and Soilwork, and so was my friend. So it was like a life-changing experience. I never, ever in my life felt so motivated to learn guitar after that. You know, Jesper Stromblad on stage. I don't think he's with In Flames anymore, or he hasn't been for a while, but, you know, on stage, watching him play the solo to Cloud Connected. You know, me being 14, my mind was just like, yeah, good times there for sure. And the best live gig I've ever been to, I think the best live show I've ever seen in terms of experience and like atmosphere, Gojira with Devin Townsend opening in Toronto. I think it was like 2012. At the Phoenix Concert Hall. I don't know what it was about this place. Also, another gig that I went to with my dad, you know, many years later. Got to go in the mosh with my dad. That was pretty dope. Well, I don't know. There's something about the Phoenix Concert Hall. Just, I don't know, the way the stage is set up, or there's just something about that place. It just, you know, when Gojira hit the stage, the drums were just like crushing. Like, you know, you feel every bass hit in your gut. I hadn't really listened to Gojira a lot before we seen them live, and then, you know, seeing them live is just like, man, this band is the real deal. You know, this is the thing here, because I had always, you know, really kind of weird to say, but like I had always prioritized in my listening bands that have guitar solos and leads, you know, and harmonies, like the kind of Iron Maiden dual guitar style melodic death metal kind of thing. Like that was always my jam, so that's the stuff that I really listened to. I think Gojira was really the band that opened me up to like, not all music has to have a guitar solo. I think Saint Anger probably tried to do that. Hey, not all metal needs to have a guitar solo. They totally failed. But Gojira, you know, they're doing it good. You know, they're doing it good. They keep the music interesting without needing like the shreddy guitar kind of stuff. All right, question 9. Who are the content creators who have helped you the most on your Twitch career? Okay, so this is the next question. Specifically on Twitch, I think first off, it's got to be Wrath TV. Now, Wrath TV was a Rocksmith streamer and guitar player. He was the guy who I saw streaming first on Twitch, and I thought, man, this is so cool what he's doing. I want to do this, right? So, Wrath TV, you know, Wrath, if you're out there and you're listening, dude, I still love you, man. Yeah, I mean, my life is so crazy now, and it's basically because I stumbled on your channel, right? Yeah, he was the first, and I remember my second stream ever, he actually raided my channel, like brought people over. You know, so my second ever Rocksmith stream, I had a bunch of people join. I didn't really know what was happening. I didn't even have the chat open, but, you know, he kind of helped jumpstart what I was doing. I'm never going to forget, you know, the amount that he helped me, like giving me advice. You know, I would ask him questions all the time, and he was super open and receptive and just very welcoming, you know. And that to me was like, he was like the guy, you know, the Rocksmith guy. And if he wasn't so supportive, like maybe I never would have kept with it, you know. If if he would have had a bad attitude towards me, maybe I'd be discouraged. But no, he totally was like, yeah, I'll help you out. I'll give you all the help that you need. So Wrath TV was definitely the first. After that, I would have to say Jason Paradise. Probably know him. He's been streaming Rocksmith lately as well. When I found him, he was doing Guitar Hero, Clone Hero stuff. He was also like probably my second biggest inspiration for streaming. The way he interacted with his chat, the way he tried to build a community and chat based on like acceptance and, just like caring for one another, creating a very friendly atmosphere in a Twitch channel. That's when I started to take my stream a little bit seriously, and, sometimes in Twitch you get like edgelords in the chat, and watching Jason Paradise to me was kind of like, like I want my Twitch chat and community like that. Like I don't want people making jokes at the expense of others. I don't want people shit talking other people. I don't want people starting arguments in my chat for no fucking reason. People are here to enjoy music. People are here to enjoy my stream. So, watching his channel really kind of kickstarted me into, I'm going to say the term community management, which is a nice way of saying banning shitlords. And then going further along the line, made some really good friends. Yukok Monkey, Asai, these guys, just the way as well they run their YouTube channels. I know the question was specifically Twitch, but the way they run their YouTube channels and the way they run their Twitch streams, I just really took big inspiration from that. Or lately would have to be Herman Lee and Matt Heafy. Herman Lee of Dragon Force, Matt Heafy of Trivium. They started streaming on Twitch, and they really, hit the ground running in terms of how their channels started going. And the fact that they decide so often to bring their viewers to my channel as well, and say so many nice things about what I'm doing has really helped me. I'm sure a lot of people watching my Twitch stream, I wouldn't say 50%, but it's got to be close, like maybe 20, 30 have joined from a Herman Lee or a Matt Heafy raid. Big shout outs to them. I'm able to live this crazy life with their support. Actually, speaking of Matt Heafy, yesterday, I don't know if you guys were there, yesterday we played in a Trivium Call of Duty Warzone tournament. That was pretty cool, put together by the Trivium guys. Hopefully we get more stuff like that. That was a lot of fun yesterday. All right, and question 10. Pumped for you, homie. Let's go. What's your most memorable moment playing guitar? I would have to say doing the notes on the Fade to Black intro solo in a manner that sounded like I was playing it. I'm sure there's people here who are learning guitar, and you might get the tabs for a song or a solo, and you start to hit the notes and the numbers on your guitar, and it doesn't exactly sound like it's supposed to, right? But when I was learning Fade to Black, the intro solo, when I did that and it sounded almost like the actual song, I just remember losing my mind. Like, I remember I ran upstairs and I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I just kind of did the Fade to Black solo. And she was kind of like, oh, cool. And I was just like, yeah. I would have to say specifically that's the one that... Sorry, I'm scratching my nose a lot. It's really itchy. I don't... Apparently, listen, if you're on camera and your nose is itchy, it means you're nervous. So, like, guys, stop making me so nervous. Yeah, so listen, thank you so much for these 10 questions. Like I said, if you want to ask me more stuff, I'm going to try and do one of these a week because the last one did so well. Hopefully this one does well as well. Yeah, hopefully you guys watch the whole thing. I'm trying to get that watch time up on the YouTube channel. The views are doing really well. We're just trying to get that watch time. If you made it to the end, you rock. I appreciate it. Make sure you're all subbed. And if you want more Chainbrain stuff, make sure you're following all the socials. I don't know why I'm doing this. They're actually down here. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok now. We have a Facebook page. I'm posting stuff on there. Chainbrain.tv on Facebook. And the most important, I say it every time, get your butts over to the Twitch stream. We are live there almost every single day. You guys pick the playlist, all right? So instead of typing in my videos, hey, could you play this song? Get over to Twitch, make an account, type exclamation request, whatever you want to hear, exclamation request Metallica Master Puppets in my Twitch chat when I'm live. That'll put in the playlist. Our playlist is random. You literally could get your song played as soon as you join, right? It's super simple. Hopefully we see you there. You know, your support on Twitch is what helps me keep the YouTube channel going, right? I don't make any money on YouTube. I'm sure you guys are aware of the copyright claims and stuff. Literally every video I put up here, except for these like Q&As, I get nothing, right? So you guys coming over to Twitch and supporting with your Prime subs, dropping bits, gifting subs, you know, the donations and stuff like that, that is what keeps me going. With that Twitch, you know, support, that keeps the YouTube channel alive. You know, and that's not saying you have to do that. If you guys are just YouTube viewers, I appreciate it as well. You know, make sure to keep liking the videos, and I'll keep putting them up. Tell your friends, tell your grandparents if they like guitar, tell your Uncle Jim, Aunt Sue, I don't know, tell the guy who lives next door, the weird dude. But yeah, I'm excited, and we're gonna hit 40K very soon. So let's do it, okay? Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you on the next video.